on, give me 2 secs, Dion. Yeah.
Oliver, where's your team?
Okay, so this is the pinnacle of our day's junior matches with our under-17 boys.
Go for the ball, son. Help each other up.
And we have the North running from left to right in the pale yellow, and the South running from right to left in the older style there with the stripes.
Big shot put on by Victor there.
Yeah, and we've got some pretty experienced rugby players out here. A few guys who've been playing in the senior reserves competition out here. And there'll be, I think there'll be some fireworks in this match today. There's going to be some big hits happening.
I already know of a couple of the state boys together that are planning on taking each other out, they reckon.
Right, well, as long as they do it within the laws of the game, we'll have a good day. Oh, we've got the scoreboard to cope with any more cards.
Yeah, that is good. But yeah, big number 8 for the south side going after Victor on the north side, they reckon.
Right, oh, well,
rivalry there.
We'll see what happens. So, South with the line out. Oh, bit of a crooked throw, bit of a dodgy tap, but that's okay. They sort it out. Brancher,
And
brilliant number
Victor
10.
with a shot
Big
on
tackle there from Faifo with a big, good tackle in that one. Ball goes into Jacob in the number 8 there for South, bustling through. Not sure about his hairstyle.
He loves that.
He loves it. That's right. It is. It's a big attention-grabbing / attention-seeking mop, and it's definitely his persona.
He has broke his finger. He's calling out.
All right. So he's running off. His finger's gone. Oh yeah, dislocated. I just caught a glimpse of that. It's definitely bending the wrong way.
That is not the best because he is one of their star players.
Brancher running a bit sideways, but they get the ball to the wing. Duck back inside. Nice step off the left. And good ruck work there. So the South just maintaining possession, but not really making any ground. And that ball's not able to be caught.
Nice to see that we have a game where they're setting up the pods ready to run it this time.
That's right. Structures are good. Nice run here from the North. Number 12. Great run. Just knocks it on in that tackle. So some great play both ways. Excellent run by the inside centre for the North there. Dashing run around the far side.
That was a very interesting start to the game with a dislocated finger in the first 2.5 minutes.
What's Jacob walking off with one of his fingers? Yes, some of it pointing in the wrong direction. Hopefully they'll just get flicked back in, and he'll probably come back on the field with a bit of tape.
Very keen to see these scrums, as it's a lot of big boys in the front row for both teams.
Seth Rodriguez was that player in the number 12 there with a nice run. All right, so scrum to the South. And nice scrum, great push in that scrum too. Gives them good ball at the back. Brancher just running sideways again. It's just a little bit telegraphing that one.
Notice how the South 10, Ollie Brancher, has gone from halfback to 10 over the season break.
Yeah, and I'd have expected to have seen Jack Berry out there in that position, so I'm not sure.
I think he might be injured at the moment because he's been playing in the reserve side for Taruna seniors at the moment, which is very good for his age and level.
Yeah, and he's done a good job there. Unable to take that ball is Faifo, and it's been turned over. Nice little run here from the South. Good straight line there from the player running onto that one. That's
good ruck over. Good counter ruck.
Yeah, nice counter ruck. Need to get that ball out though. Yeah, number 4 there from the North in that ruck. Just lost his footing and ended up putting the hands on the deck in the ruck, which is what was making it hard for South to get that out there. So Ollie Brancher now will kick for touch. He hasn't found touch though. It's gone short.
I think that is Harry with the ball now.
Yep. It's Hunter? Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter.
Hunter Cooper. He's been playing for Burnie in the reserves as a halfback, and he's a great leader.
A couple of the boys out here today for the North side have been. I think it's Harry.
Oh,
Hunter.
that tackle there has knocked the headgear off the player.
That just shows that they're out here for a physical game of rugby today.
Good, solid tackling in there. So, good work here from both sides.
Surely that's not rolling away in that ruck there.
And the North now just making a few metres, swinging wide. Nice straight running. Here's Rodriguez again. And the ball's been turned over in the counter ruck. So great work from the South. They need to get this one though, because the hands are on that, and it's been stolen. So
it's just getting stolen.
I think Hunter Cooper there taking that ball. And the players were on top of him. They just didn't chop his arms to get his hands off that ball.
The North now need to start to spread out a bit and get their pods going and attacking the line.
And another ruck, one the other way, but no, just deemed to be coming in from the side there.
Looks like Jacob Archer is going to come back onto the field.
Right, good to see.
Ready for it.
Good to see. He's having a bit of a demonstration to the crowd over there as well as what happened to his hand.
He's an actor, he thinks he is. He's got the mullet, the curls, he thinks he's going to make it to Hollywood.
That's right. He's a very animated character, and we love that. Nice kick there from North to push the ball down into a great attacking line-out situation.
The North side need to attack this into where their centre is now, because the South are leaving some big gaps in their defence.
Yeah, I think they're missing, they're just working out numbers in the line-out as they come. But yeah, they definitely, the South's defence needs to push it across wider. I can see some of them beckoning their inside defenders to come out. I think now they've finally been able to match it.
What a grab at the top of the line-out.
Well taken. Ball comes wide to the setters. Just standing a bit still, injecting himself as the winger. Great solid tackle.
And I think they've stolen it.
Another stolen ball at the ruck, so we've seen that a fair bit.
Something obviously both the teams have been practicing.
Oh!
Big run from Tom Featherstone there.
Featherstone with a big...
his headgear came off again.
A big thump on number 11.
I think that's the
Brancher! Through he goes! Goes the goose step. And then thrown solidly into the turf. His teammates managed to get with him, but the counter ruck's excellent. And you can see the hands on the ground there from number 3. And the ball kicked away, so they'll be marched 10 metres.
That's just some bad sportsmanship there, I think.
And the player saying, well, he's got another one, yeah. Just arguing.
And is that going to be a yellow card for him?
Yeah, it is.
That's just discipline. You need to be on top of that.
Very disappointing there in that situation. You know, it was clearly knocked out of there, and arguing with the referee after being penalised is pretty silly.
Just a bit angry, I think. They just need to settle the game down a bit.
Yeah, it's going to be frustrating at this point for both teams with all these turnovers at the breakdown.
And a sub for the South side, bringing Mino off.
So great opportunity. Here's a beautiful, beautiful little line break back there from Brancher. Just picked the gap. It's a really good tackle on him too, as well. Nice solid hit by the number 24. Both teams.
Not wanting to give up there.
South now drive that forward, but the ball's stuck in there. And we'll have it again.
Scrum. Is that a penalty?
So not a penalty, just a free kick here. I've opted for another scrum. The boys love it. Pretty well-matched scrums by the look of it. Some big boys in front rows for both teams. Featherstone on this side and Dabari for the south.
Sol Dabari is a very talented player. Big, hard ball runner too.
It's great for these guys to get there, and they go again. Look at that. So great scrum there from the south. And they go to the right. Brancher goes, looking for someone outside him. And he dishes it off and finds his winger, who's got space in front of him. So great fending, and there we go. First try of the day comes to the number 18. We saw the number 18 earlier today show everyone how to play rugby in Menzies in the under-15s, and now we've got a great try scored out here by another number 18.
Today, I think.
That's right, but good work, good solid running. And the defence couldn't get there. So after a pretty good 10-minute battle going both ways, we've seen the South come up with the first points. Great work.
They really just took advantage of their overlap there.
Brancher will take the conversion.
Which one's Hamey? Ginger.
And Jacob Archer is returning to the field after his dislocated finger.
Good to see.
Another good kicker here, Ollie Brancher.
It's a good kick. Looks good. Just away to the right, I think, though. Very solid strike. So first blood goes to the South. It's a solid strike. Very, very close there. Nice work in the background by the assistant referee with the footwork.
Playing soccer, I think he is.
And the North taking a very long time to return to the middle of the field. They're still down behind the posts.
The trainer's just talking to him.
I think they may be penalised for taking too long here if they don't get back to return the kick. Referee Graham Reynolds in the middle there, not impressed.
He just wants a nice quick-paced game. He's always good with them.
And the kick to come. So the North kick the ball back, taken by the South in the 22, and a nice straight run, making another 10 metres. Ruck goes to the blind side, Featherstone. Oh, nice little pop onto Archer, who wants to get back in the action, but taken over the sideline by Faifo.
Tell you what, there are some pretty big boys out there today.
There sure are. Sure are. It's, yeah, it never ceases to surprise me the size of some of these junior players.
Yes.
Line out throw now in an attacking situation for the North. Good throw, well taken, ball comes back. Okay.
Nice spiral.
Fly half running around, but loops nicely and gives a good ball out in front, unable to be taken by his outside back there. But they've maintained the ball.
About the attacker coming at him. Defender, sorry.
Just had his hands up, the eyes up a little bit. Okay, I've got the knock on here. So we saw this earlier. The boys just getting a little bit anxious now. They're trying to push it a little bit harder. They need to ease back just a tiny step to try and get these mistakes out of their game. Right now, as you can see, that there's still that player on the sin bin for the yellow, the North team, with the yellow card for
He's a big
referee
loss for them
abuse.
too, as he's one of their state players and a good ball runner for them.
It won't be far away. It was probably we were about 10 minutes. Maybe he's been off for about 5. Again, good secondary push there in the scrum from both teams. So the South pushed and then the North pushed back. And then they've rotated. So no illegal scrummaging dealt with there. South have done an okay job of driving forward in that scrum, but they just need to get the ball to the back a little bit quicker.
And I've noticed the
substitutions.
South are subbing a lot during the start of this game.
Yeah, which maybe, you know, at 10 and 15 minutes in, doesn't really give your players a great opportunity to get settled. So hopefully they'll.
I know number 11 is a very strong upper body player, and he's got some pace on him too. So I'd like to see him get
running out on the wing.
Outside. Yep.
Yep. And I think is that is it Dion Lagrange in playing in at fullback? I think. Not sure. Don't have a team list for the Southern team. We know a few of them. Brancher just looks back inside, and there's a nice line run by the fullback. Just take it down. Oh, gives it back to Brancher as well. And does he have the pace to get around? He does, but he's taken down in a nice tackle by Cooper. And the South. Oh, I think we've scored over here. There's some good hands over there to get that ball out. And I think we've seen a second try scored by the winger over there.
I think that went Hutchins player, Hutchins player, Hutchins player.
Just the ball through out of here. Great work there. I couldn't see the number, but the player who picked that up, number 12 for the Southern team, who he did a bit of a pick and drive and drew the tackle, and then in contact was able to get the offload away to his teammate, who scored a nice diving try in the corner. And that's a second try now to the South, puts them up 10-0. And Brancher will take the kick. From way out on the sideline. And it's a good strike. Again, just away to the right. This time the assistant goes to fist. And the North. Now, the little bit of work to do to try and catch up.
30 seconds before
30 seconds and only 9.5 minutes on the naughty chair. Poor Reynolds, very generous.
That 30 seconds could be the make or break of this half. He looks worried.
Just having a discussion there with Jim Hobden, who's manning the sideline as an official.
And Ed takes the ball up, and he has a good run. I think
Good.
He might have got about 15 metres up the field there.
15 metres and 30 across.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't have anyone coming up outside him to help out. Brancher realises that ball pass wasn't very good. And the hands are gone on the ground there from the North, so they've got
to be careful of that.
Back off. Just getting slow at the ruck there, the South. They need to clear this ball a little bit quicker. There we go. Halfback comes in now. Oh,
a little bit of confusion there.
Debate as to who wanted that ball. And Featherstone couldn't take it after the number 17 tried as well. A lot of blue and white socks out there on that on the South team of the Taroona Juniors. Guess the majority will consist of Taroona and Hutchins players.
I think 7 of the 8 forwards for the south side
Yeah, right.
might be the Taruna under 18 scrum.
And again, I think we saw this before. Just taking a look at the size of these scrums. The North scrums just looks a little bit bigger, but look at that great scrummaging there from the South. Now, when that ball's not allowed to drive more than a metre in these junior division scrums, so I think that's very lucky there for the North because they'd lost that ball, and unfortunately, well, fortunately for them, that they've had to reset, so they'll get another go.
So wouldn't you want to see a nice 90-metre scrum straight down the field to score with the 8?
It'd be pretty unusual for a scrum to just keep walking backwards for 90 metres.
It looks to me like the second row aren't digging their feet in and they're just letting it slide.
Trying to get that ball back. Cooper goes through, but it's taken in a pretty solid tackle. Drives through it though. Great leg drive. And now the North have got a good opportunity here. Oh, solid hit there from the South. Good tackling in there by...
That was Jonty.
Yeah, Jonty's he's been playing. And again, the drive back and the drop ball. So Archer, there he is. Look at him jumping up and down.
Jacob Archer.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
The man they call Hollywood, Jacob Archer.
Always a bit of grandstanding, and it's entertaining.
And Mano coming back on for Tom Featherstone.
So, new front rower coming on. He's been on already and had a bit of a rest.
Strong player.
So another scrum. This time the South have it after that solid tackle causing the knock on. And to the back quickly there is good. We'll look for the kick here. It's a nice option. And right in behind the winger who's not back at all. And the try scorer out. No, ball just sees over the line. But there's that the two tries have been scored by the number 18 out there in the white shorts. And he was nearly onto that one too. I'd love for that to sit up for him. So more substitutions happening.
Do we know if they just have unlimited subs for these games?
I think they must be. Just having, rolling unlimited subs.
I think
because
the
if
sub
not,
is
if not, the South has subbed everybody. So line out ball. The North have been good in the line out so far. Going to the back this time. By the look of it, no. Oh, a bit of confusion and knocked on. Neither of the jumpers got there.
If I was the South, I would choose to do a scrum here.
Yep.
As they have been dominating him all this game.
No, Matty's on that side. Matty's on that side, so you're on this side. Now come here, Al. The other touchy.
All right, so scrum just taking time to get sorted out over here. Someone's Harley in the background providing the ambience. And again, another good scrum to the South. Ball comes out wide.
They tend to turn the
cutting it wide. Nice ball, gets to the wing. And good tackling out there by number 11, Lachlan Cooper for the North. I think I've seen that ball maybe get turned over. No.
Number 11's headgear got knocked off him again.
It did. Oh, need to be careful there that the player doesn't get lifted above horizontal. Put down safely. And some good solid work. Ifo with a nice tackle. And a wide. He's got an interesting pass there. The number 12 there in halfback. He doesn't pass with his left hand on that side. He flicks it with his right hand. Oh, this is a good option here. The players were all over it. Number 15, if this ball bounces. Oh, well done there by the player from the North to cover that. It's odd that he's wearing the same jersey as the South. And then driven into the ground. But well done by the North to get back around behind that. So a good kick by Brancher. Fullback was all onto that. And now the North will look to kick it out of there. And that's a nice clearing kick into touch. Take it about 25, maybe 30 metres out.
He's done good to get it over that little barricade there, because now they can't do the quick play either.
That's right. Not sure that anyone was out there quite ready for the quick line out, but yep, the kick that goes out over the fence is a good one.
It looks like Victor Fafio could be injured here.
Just coming off. Oh, a bit of blood from his head, just near his ear. I think it's just the top of his ear, actually. So
he's a strong boy, though.
Victor Fa'aifo's come off. That's right. There's a few of the Fa'aifos up north. Yeah, I think he's just got must be a little bit of a cut in the webbing at the top of his ear, I think, by the look of it.
Good thing we
Someone
got the best
gave it a
medical
toke.
team here today. A famous berry, I think.
Yes, we've heard the berries being mentioned all day. In most divisions, we've had a berry, and we've got Sean out there with helping manage the team and doing some first aid for Victor, who's got a bit of blood.
It would have been nice to see Sean's son Jack Berry here today too. Good young player.
Yeah, I imagine he's probably watching somewhere. Okay, so we've got line out, I think, was not straight down there, so it's been turned over, and the North have opted for a line out rather than going the scrum, I think. Not a bad option. The South scrum's been pretty good. And line out goes to plan. Just running sideways. Just the number 10 in there, Harry Coos, I think his name is.
By the 12.
Just a bit of a habit of running across field, which really gives his centres not a lot of space. But they're doing okay here now. Again, just looking to, it's a bit high in the contact there from Archer. Needs to be careful. And still running across field again. Just need to be, again, just indecision. Need to be careful how they put this player down. Well done to those guys. You could see that could have gone very astray.
I think they might have been trying to hold him up to get a mole happening.
It's quite a much smaller player there too, with a two-man tackle on him. And the North again running across field. Just not sure. There's uncertainty out there, and it's making it hard for them to be direct in their play. Needs someone to straighten up. Again, just walking sideways.
If I was the North, I think I might want to just clear it out of the 22 now.
Yeah,
it's just
I think
very
they'll
good
look
defense.
back for the player in the pocket. No, they go again to another pod, and some great solid hits out here from Jonty again from the South. The second passes, I think, aren't really working either for the North. They're going to, I think Jonty ended up on the wrong side.
And
Cooper,
Harry
good
takes a quick tap.
Good option there for them, but they'll have an advantage, I think, here because those players were not back on side. So Cooper now with the ball in his hands. Oh, we've gone for a yellow card in this. That's an interesting yellow card in that situation. It didn't look like there was going to be a line break or anything particularly...
I think it might have been for a professional foul for, like, not 10.
Yeah. Just definitely unusual to see a yellow card given in a defensive situation like that when the team with the ball's not in an attacking in an attacking place. But
yeah,
it's good, I think, to set the tone with another player from the North being given a yellow card for talking back to the referee. So if you're going to break the rules, it's good to learn quickly and early, I think, how that works. So
I think Matt,
yeah,
he definitely won't be being as less disciplined anymore after that one.
That's not straight, that line out. Yeah, that's right. So line out not straight there. You see that the outside hand of the jumper was the only hand that was able to get contact with the ball, which is a good sign to the referee that the throw didn't go down the middle. And just hear that this will be the last play of the half.
It almost seems like Jacob Archer could be the team cheerleader with the amount of energy he's bringing off himself.
That's right.
Non-stop happiness, I think. Unfortunately for the South side, the guy that got yellow carded was actually their hooker.
Yeah, right.
Maybe the smallest hooker I have ever seen. But
hello, you've been a hooker. Oh, I think he might be he'd compete. He's probably taller than you.
He was saying before the game that he usually plays in the back line or on flanker, and today they told him, we want you to play hooker.
Yeah, right.
And he's been very nervous for it.
Okay, well, an entertaining first half. Very tight tussle. 2 tries to the south and none to the north. But I think probably the tale of the day so far has been the dominance in the scrums, I would say, by the south. They certainly are looking up to the point where the north opted to have a line out instead of a scrum later in the piece there. But some pretty good rugby on both sides. Oliver Branch leading at fly half for the south and directing his team really effectively. And Hunter Cooper at halfback for the north is doing a great job in there too, but they're struggling, I think, the north with maintaining possession and continuity, which has made it hard for them, and hence the fact they haven't been able to put any points on the board. But we'll come back after the boys have had a break for the second half.
As long as they're not swearing at you, it's all good. I don't know how to
It's referees watch anyway, Bill. It's refs watch, mate. That 30 seconds was close enough. What 30 seconds? How long have we got? What 30 seconds? It took him 4 minutes to come back from the centre to kick off. I know. So he was actually only off for about 4 minutes. 4 minutes of game time. Yeah, it wasn't actually 30 seconds. Let's go ahead. Go, boys. Let's go.
Okay, and we're back.
And it looks like Victor has returned back onto the field after the slight cut on his upper head.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Didn't look too bad, just a little bit of blood. You see he's got some tape around it. But here we go, the kick from Brancher.
Great high, long kick.
Nice kick, and here he
He's
is.
straight back out.
Who's
He has
gonna take
a lot
him?
of pace on him for such a big boy.
And someone's got to go low. No, Brancher unable to get him, and Victor keeps going. Finally, someone tries to have another go, but swatted off by the big fella.
He's just too big and hard to stop. If you want to stop him, you have to hit him low.
Yeah, that first tackle options earlier on, I think Brancher had the opportunity and had caught up to him enough to get him, but Victor was too strong to fend off the slightly high tackle.
As his teammates call him Victor, the little princess, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because they reckon he's a big boy, but he gets nervous running at him. He doesn't want to hurt people,
Yeah.
apparently.
Right.
So that's the nickname they gave him.
Okay. Have you had the chance to play against him, Theo?
No, but I will get to next year. But we get along really well, and he always says that he wants to hurt me, and it doesn't help that against Bernie, I accidentally was assisting in tackling his brother and dislocated his knee.
Right.
So he said he has to get me back.
Oh,
his
is that
brother.
why Daniel hasn't been playing?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, okay.
Victor reckons he's going to get me back for his brother.
Oh, well, you're on someone else's target list now. I'm sure there's plenty of them around.
I reckon there's about 2 people from every club, to be honest. Maybe 8 from Taruna. I think it's my family name, I think.
Well, the Hearts had their first Tasmanian Rugby out at Taruna, didn't they?
Yeah.
Back in the day with Leroy.
Started juniors in
So,
Taruna and shifted.
in our discussions here about the Hart family tribulations,
Good
we've
shot
just
from Jotzi.
checked the score, and the North have converted that try from under the post, so it's now a 3-point ball game. And ball dropped there. Archer picks it up, breaks out of that first tackle, driven solidly there though. Got to roll out of the way.
He might get dumped for not rolling.
Yeah, lucky to get away with that there, the North player, Brancher.
I know the ref had his whistle up wanting to call it, but gave him the bit of time.
Oh, over the shoulder there. We might see a yellow card.
Is that Dougal Jackson who did that?
Number 6.
Very kind
You're right,
person,
Dougal
but
Jackson.
on the field he's a very different person.
Yeah, I'd say, thinking back on that one, just over the shoulder there. Probably no real contact with the neck or head, and just a penalty. So
The South boys really need to not bunch up in this. I think they've got their whole forward pack set up for one
yeah,
one.
they give it to the big fella Featherstone.
Featherstone.
Oh,
It goes
the
through
ball
gap.
skills! Look at that from the big fella. No one expected it. That was a great option. And now they should have numbers out wide, but Brancher can't hang on to that one and gets eventually bustled into the ground.
And like I said just before, the South just need to spread out. They've got their whole team bunched into one area.
Yes, and now I think that might have even been turned over. No, just on this side. So South, after a little great dish off by Tom Featherstone, just struggling here. And I don't think, it didn't really look like Brancher had been released there, but it must have been the second player, or the first player onto that on his feet.
I think that
And we'll
might
see
just
another
be
one here from complaining too.
some good line defense from the North side.
Yeah, it was good defence, and Brancher in that situation tried to go one out. He had a couple of players outside him, but he tried to go himself and didn't have the support near him.
Good long kick, but good from, unlucky as the sideline umpire has called his foot on the line.
So a bit of bad luck back there.
That was a big kick from the 22 to the 40.
Yeah, it was a good kick, only just near the line there, and must have just been taken out actually.
I think it might have been when he jumped back to catch it, his back foot must
Put
have
his
hit
foot
the
on
line.
the line, yep. Good cover though. Oh, that full back down there.
I've noticed how with the North side they're swapping their outside centre for their flanker in the lineouts.
Yep. So early jump there by the South. Okay, looking for the tap here. We have some good contact here. Who wants it?
Although the coach is calling out from the sideline for them to kick it.
Yeah, which is not a good plan because it was just a short arm. Oh,
And
there's
a
some great
nice
contact.
big contact.
Great contact there. Really good solid tackle and a great run too as well.
They need to be careful of going off their feet when they get to the rucks though.
Oh, the pass too hard there. And a nice solid tackle to finish it off. I'd love to see the fly half for the North just straighten up. He's still running across field, and when he's got straight runners in that situation, it actually was pretty good. But he's still just getting the ball and immediately turning sideways in the field, and it's not putting any pressure on his on the defence inside from the South. If he were to take the ball to them, even only 2 or 3 metres, it's going to force the inner defenders to actually pay attention to him. And at the moment, they're just running straight across and getting there in pretty easy cover. So the knock on there from the North sees the South with an opportunity. Close match. Ball comes wide. Interesting shorts there from the halfback. Some nice colours. Very 1990s style. And nice little step inside and out from the winger on that side for the South. There's no one there to support the player. Better drive those guys off and do nicely.
Hollywood in with the nice drive over there.
Yeah, his team needs that. These Northern defenders are onto this ball very quickly.
I'd like to see a big shot come along because I know that really lifts up the team spirit, saying that they're still going out hard.
Yeah, there've definitely been a few good tackles from both teams, but the South have put on some good shots. Certainly 2 players working together is what we've seen a lot from them too. The high tackler and the low tackler. Featherstone has a look. Oh, look at him go! And then finally dishes it off.
He got the offload too.
It's outstanding play from the big front rower. And now they want to spread it wide. Oh, nice hands. They've got to pass it now. We've got hands outside and they're all in front. And a great try scored down there. Oh, that comes back to the brilliant run from Tom Featherstone up the middle of the field. Ball in 2 hands, looking to pass it. They sagged off him, didn't want to tackle him, and eventually the ball was very smartly spread wide here. And a nice run from the South fullback to put 5 points on.
I reckon Tom Featherstone might have already run for over 100 metres with the ball. He's just been insanely good with the ball.
Sure has, and he's a big guy, big front rower.
He's so strong too, like when he gets those strides happening, it's hard to stop him.
That's right, such a direct runner, and but just the fact there that he ran with the ball, he was looking for support the whole time, and that just meant the defenders hung off him. So great work from the big fella.
It's the ability to be able to get your hands free from the tackle and be able to look for the offload while driving still.
Yep, and he just maintained good pace. Okay, good strike on that one, really big strike, but well taken down the back there by the assistant referee, the one-hander.
Seems he's had to he's taken all his kicks from the sideline and they're just drifting to the right.
Yes. Yeah.
But he is a very good kicker, so I feel like he will fix that and he will start kicking them from there.
Yeah, again, it's that distance. It's I think when you're trying to kick, you know, you've got to kick it hard, that the room for error becomes a little bit greater. I was always a good kick if I was only 20 metres from the posts.
Yeah, I don't mind the kicks from the sideline. Like, I'm not a kicker, but it's all about just focusing on where you want it to go. You picture somewhere, put a point somewhere, look for something, and just follow through with your head down.
Yeah, the routine, I think, is the key thing with a good kicker. And in many situations, a good kicker should be able to do it with their eyes closed. And still strike the ball.
South yellow card has returned to the field now.
So back to 15-15. Yep. Nice work. Good pick up. Nice kick there from Cooper.
Kick there.
Oh, ball goes backwards. That's all right. We've got another great mullet on that player out there too. Looks like the South really have got the mullets covered this
His nickname
year.
is actually Joe Dirt because they reckon it's a dirty mullet.
Yeah. Oh, probably with you on that. All right, ball coming slowly this time. Archer gets to ground and well left by the North player in the tackle. Brancher running sideways.
Oh,
it was a good option there. He had to hold on to that a little bit too long. They didn't quite get the timing right on that move there. It was a good option.
I feel like he probably needed to accelerate more before he threw that pop to get the defender to really come to him.
Yeah, that's right. And again, because he was running just completely flat across the field instead of taking it up. But those defenders got up pretty quickly. I don't know how they got there so quickly, in fact.
Just vanished into thin air.
Great opportunity here for the North now. We'll see. We have not had to set any scrums, I don't think.
I feel as if
scrums this half.
The North will, if they win this, they will go to the blind side with Victor, I think.
Oh dear, and they're being driven through it. But again, this situation in junior rugby is you're not allowed to keep driving. In a senior grade rugby there, the South would have been able to keep driving over that ball and win it. But because it's junior rugby, they're not allowed to push through more than a metre. So just pretty lucky in a way here for the North that that's the laws. You could hear, you could see the South after driving there. They had to stop.
What do you think the play to go here is, Dion?
Well, the 10's parked himself right behind the scrum, but I would suspect it'll be looking to come to the blind side as well if they can get the ball out, and Victor will take it. They go open, but Victor taking it's a good idea. And Jonty, nice work in there by the number 20. Much smaller player on Victor. Jonty just sort of hung off him.
Need to just spread the ball. They have no one out on this winger out here. Or
they're so close now. Going to push that ball back. Victor's just going to fall over here. No. Nice defence from the South. Still got 5 metres to go. Plenty of width here.
And Harry straightens up with the run.
That's right. And he's held up too. If they can hang on to that ball.
He's been playing a lot of games for the Burnie seconds.
He has.
Playing really well too.
Yep. Running sideways.
And offload by
nice feed.
And he gets the offload.
Oh, some good tackling out here.
Number 6 needs to be on that ball.
And that was knocked on too. We're coming back for a penalty though. No, holding on.
I think number 6 just needs to get in over that ball next time instead of waiting for it.
So good work, good defence there. And you can see the ball didn't get any closer than the 5 metre line when it started on the other side of the post. There was just a lot of sideways running. The Northern players trying to get around the defenders rather than being direct and forcing them to make tackles. And it's just all too easy for the Southern defenders to stop players who are running sideways.
The Northern boys look like they're pretty worn out at the moment. And the Southern boys, they're running around non-stop. I think that might be the help with the non-stop subs, just always having the fresh people.
Yeah, that's true. They've had a lot of subs. Featherstone throwing in. Nice throw. Oh, not straight. Too many in the line out there. So tap comes and away we go.
And Matthew Berry takes it straight up the middle.
Oh, good solid contact on his legs and goes to ground. Want to get this ball out quickly though before the counter ruck comes.
That's when you just need first person there just needs to get
good
that
speed
ball
on
out
that ball there too by taking that behind and then hitting
good
a
leg
good acceleration.
drive by the player there.
So the South now starting to put some phases together.
And Jacob Archer going through again.
Ball comes out. Brancher to Bari now with a nice hit. Manages to knock through but taken to ground. And they'll come wide now.
They just need to spread
Yeah,
the
that's
ball
better.
Here.
That was better from Brancher. He saw that his players weren't there, so he's just started to move forward a bit more after running sideways.
It's very physical in the rucks today, I have noticed.
Look for a kick through. Oh, keeps his feet.
Oh,
the pass.
Unlucky.
That was great work there from that player coming into the back.
Individual playing from the fullback there for the Southern side.
Just not enough on that pass to hit the winger, who was in a great location. If that pass had gone to hand, I suspect there would have been another try down that sideline. So the South turning it on a little bit now. The North needs someone to dig deep here. They've got 7 points that came from a very, very amazing individual try from Victor Fa'ifo. And but the South, 3 tries, two to one winger and one to the fullback. So the outside backs have been their strength. So just a scrum infringement there by the South. And
I'd like to see the North try and get it to that far right corner.
Another.
As that is a very, very rough corner to play in.
yeah, Paul just rolls down into that corner too quite nicely. You can kick it down there.
Especially with the fullbacks up a lot closer than he was last half.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
I
he
think
does.
he's getting a bit more confident with coming up into the line.
Yep. There hasn't been a lot of kicking really. Branch has kicked a couple of times.
And a
And the
penalty
tap
for not
from
releasing
Brancher.
there. Quick
Yeah,
tap
running
by
forward.
Brancher.
This is where he's more dangerous. And the pass makes it out to the wing this time, but taken over the sideline. So
Good
the
tackle
quick
from
tap,
the winger there.
yeah, quick tap in that situation wasn't really on. They only had a couple of
And
runners outside him.
We have a player down in the middle of the field
Yes,
with
it's
his knee, I think he was holding.
one of the South players, just in the middle of the field. Yep.
Good on John T for staying with him there and making sure that he was okay. I think it might even be Toby that is hurt his knee. Good jumper in the lineouts and forward for the South side.
Yeah, he's got the limp coming off.
I think might just be a hit on the knee, sore.
Yeah.
They're always the
Looking
worst
all right.
ones though.
All right, so line out to the North. They're down by 8, so very
It's good to see the coaches of the grades below this one have come out to help the under 18 coaches by running water and relaying messages for them.
yeah, it's a definitely a great community day that we've had out here so far. Still got 2 more games after this one to go as well. Once we hit our senior players, we've got our women's and then our men's matches.
And it's got to be a big game for the men's South side as they lost by a fair bit last time, so they've got to make up for it.
That's
this
right.
game.
It's about a 50 point loss, I think. So
Yep.
another nice kick there. Got the banana kick sorted out. And a great opportunity here. The North need 2 scores to win here. They're going to need a converted try
As
and
we
something
learnt-
else.
As we learnt last game, it comes down to the final minutes as in the under 15s, was it?
Yep.
It came down to the final minute of play where the North side came away with the victory.
And a nice throw. So the North line-out's been successful for them again.
The number 4 for the North.
And a
he is
great
very good
straight
player.
run there. This is what they need. Can they take him down? Oh, that pass has gone forward. Great effort there and a really good support coming around from Rodriguez as well. He threw that first pass and then he was on the wraparound for that one. But the big pass there from Hamish Pinner, I think, in the number 24. All he had to do was try and hit Rodriguez, but he wasn't able to, and the pass has gone forward. So what a run from Pinner up the
He
middle
just
there.
ran nice and hard straight line, which is what you like to see.
Absolutely. Really
Really takes
strong
after
run
you,
from
Dion.
him. So I don't like running sideways or around people on the field.
Just running straight at him and running hard.
He's you can see him in back play too, Hamish. He's sucking in the breaths after that. He had a long run.
I can hear the magnificent Jane in the background calling out the scores.
Oh,
Oh, that didn't look like it was
very
the best.
dominating scrum there. Just again, Brancher hanging on to that ball when he needed to pass it. He had numbers outside him, but he's looked for the gap himself. Just a few times he's done that. He's instead of looking for the pass, he's just trying to pin his ears back and slip through a gap. He got through one right at the start of the game that was made a good 30 metres up the field, but
Good run
they've
there
been
by
onto him.
Matthew Berry. Just the leg drive again. A lot of the Southern players, they just don't give up when they hit the line. They just keep going. Feel like Ollie probably should have gave that ball a tiny bit earlier instead of right up on the line.
Just a bit of luck here, I think,
Ed
the
with the
South.
ball.
And back with
Tom
Featherstone.
again.
Yeah,
He's
no.
all over
Oh,
it.
nice work.
And then he makes the tackle to make up for it.
And rolls out. Oh.
I think Tom Featherstone is just all over the ball today. He's everywhere it is.
He's played a great game of rugby, absolutely.
Especially for a forward leading by that example of always being there.
And again, just there, the ball was turned over, but Featherstone had the ball in 2 hands again, and he was looking to pass it. He wasn't trying to go himself. Oh, quick kick it out of there.
I don't think they realise that when they catch it like that, they can kick it out.
Oh, dear. Threw it to the player who wasn't expecting it and hit him in the face, and now it's been turned over. And a nice pickup in there by Harry.
If I'm the
It's been turned
side,
over, I think.
Oh, yep. I think it's Matthew Berry again. I think that is his 3rd turnover in their defensive 22.
He's playing very well after he's, I think he looks like he's hurt himself down there too. Oh, look out.
Charge down.
Has he got the pace to get
he
out?
just
No,
puts it
so we'll have a
down.
5-metre scrum, will we?
I think
no,
it's a
line dropout.
line dropout
Yeah.
now.
Line dropout because it was smothered back in. Yeah.
It kind of confuses me now with all the different kicks. You have the 22, you have the line. It's all different rules now.
The 5-metre scrum will happen if you carry the ball back over the line and then put it down.
Yeah.
In that case, because it was the kick that the smothered kick went in. Yeah.
And he
Yeah, we
kind
don't
of
see the
shanked that
22-metre dropout very often anymore,
I
actually.
love it. I remember I kicked one from the 22 to the 40 one time. And I forgot to run everyone on side. So I was just sitting back there with everyone screaming at me to run them on side.
The 22 dropout will be a fairly rare occurrence.
I'd rather have the 22 drop out because you can just do a tiny kick in front of you.
Okay, so North with the line out. They've been good in this area. This has certainly been a strength. Going to number 4 a lot. There he is going to the back. And the throw just hits him quite low, but gets there. They really need to try in this passage of play, do the North, if they've got a chance of coming from behind and taking the victory. And they've got an opportunity here again now. Cooper looking out to the right.
The North need to start setting up their pods like they were in the first half because they were really
Yeah,
dominating with the runs in those.
Absolutely, got some strong boys, but they've knocked it on here. And we're just coming back.
And
Sure what we're
someone
looking
is
at.
in trouble, I think.
No, I think it might be a head knock.
Oh, yep, for the 10, Harry.
Yeah.
Harry
Right,
Cuss.
just
Very-
checking that he was okay.
Very good ball runner he is.
They've really they've contained him today, I think too. He hasn't playing in there at fly half is. I don't know if it's where I don't know. He certainly won't be playing at fly half in his reserve grade matches, but
I think
he's,
he comes onto the wing, but sometimes he does scoot into the fly half.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, he has been well contained there. He's not had the space to run that I think he'd like. That may just be a positional thing, but
But if I'm Big Victor here, I'm going straight off to the blind side.
oh, that's the South have got the scrum feed though in this case, so maybe maybe an intercept from Victor.
Yeah.
And the ball goes. We want to clear it quickly, and it's a good quick kick from Brancher. It's not a bad kick too to hit the ground.
And he's back there to retrieve
Pinner,
it.
we saw him make a good run before, and he tries to bust through the tackle.
He had all
then the cavalry
space there,
comes.
but he decided to just go straight, which I like. And it's
And
been
a
stolen.
turnover. Brancher.
As the seniors are starting to get ready behind us now.
Brancher would need to look. There's nobody home for the North. There's nobody in the back end to play. Good opportunity for a 50-22 here. And looks like it's been turned over. No.
I really enjoy that new rule of the 50-22. It really makes it more competitive kicking, gets it
Yeah.
more involved.
Nice tackle there from Victor coming in, and I think
he jumped over his teammate there in the run.
he's eager. Oh, that's a high pass. Nice work again, dear. Just a bit of miscommunication out there too. Oh, Victor, you
That
can't.
didn't look the best.
Ball's already out, but you can't dive over people like
I
that.
think he might have just been hit somewhere.
And we've called time. So a really tough encounter. The boys are going to be bruised and battered after this one. Some excellent play out there today. We've seen some great games all day, and the South managed to come away with a tight victory in that one, 15-7. Players of the day for this one, Theo.
I'll start off with, I feel like Tom Featherstone led by example there, so I reckon he's my player of the day. I think Jonty's involvement in every tackle always been up there. So I'd say Tom, Jonty and Jacob, aka Hollywood.
Yeah, good to see all forwards there too. But yeah, I agree. Jonty was everywhere, and he's a bit of an unsung hero in some ways because he's just making all the dirty tackles and making sure people aren't getting through.
He's
but
a very quiet person, leading by example. I think he might have even been the captain today.
Yep.
But he just leads by example.
So great game. And from the north, I think there's some really good play out there. Look, Hunter Cooper was pretty good at halfback, but I think the link between him and Harry at fly half just wasn't quite on today. The number 24, Hamish Pinner, did some great stuff. And Seth Rodriguez, he was a bit of a live wire too with the ball in hand, looking pretty good. But so well done to those guys from the north. We'll be calling it quits there for a short while as we're about to prepare for the women's match between the north and the south. They're about to run onto the field, and we'll be back very, very shortly with that game.